Hello, friends. My name is Julia Roman. I'm one of the Sunday school teachers at Presbyterian Church of the Way. Pastor Sarah has said that I could have a time or two this summer that I can share a story with you. And I'm so happy about that because I certainly miss you all and being with you at church. So, anyway, I thought since I was one of the Sunday school teachers at Church of the Way, I would share with you a story from one of my Sunday school teachers when I was a child of this very church, Presbyterian Church of the Way, as I was growing up. I received this book as a gift from one of my Sunday school teachers, a set of my Sunday school teachers in 1965. I was 5 years old. So those of you wanting to do some math, you could probably figure out how old I am by that. So anyway, my Sunday school teachers' names were Dick and Gloria Carlson, and they shared with me this book, and I still have it today. It's called A Child's Friend, and it actually is a story about it's a common story. You'll recognize it as I read this story. So anyway, A Child's Friend. It was published by Whitman Publishing way back when. So anyway, A Child's Friend. And you can see the picture of Jesus with the little boy. Jesus loved the children, always had time for the children. So here we go. A cool breeze was blowing in the boy's face as he hurried down the path by the blue waters of the Sea of Galilee. He was following a big crowd of people. "Wait for me," the boy called. "I want to see Jesus too." On his arm, the boy carried a basket of lunch, which his mother had prepared for him that morning. Oh my, it smelled good. The boy stopped and lifted the lid of the basket, and he counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small barley cakes. Not quite enough for a hungry boy. But then he looked again and he counted 1, 2 small fish. Just enough to go with the barley cakes and make a good lunch for a hungry boy. Then he began to run again, and soon he stood with the others down at the lake. He skipped some stones into the lake while he waited for Jesus to come. "There he is," someone shouted. A little boat was sailing toward them, and the boy climbed down onto a big rock so that he could see better. Soon the boat touched shore, and Jesus and his disciples got out. Jesus held his hands out to the people. "I'm so glad to see you all," he said. Quickly, the boy jumped down from the rock. He squeezed through the crowd to get close to Jesus. While he watched, Jesus touched a crippled man's arm and cured it, and another man's lame leg became well and strong at Jesus' touch. All day, the boy watched him heal sick people and help sad people. He listened as Jesus told of God's love. It was almost dark when a disciple friend came to Jesus. "Send these people home," he said. "They are hungry." Well, give them something to eat, Jesus told him. But there are so many people here, replied the disciple. It would take more than a house full of bread to give each one even a small bite. There are 5 barley cakes and 2 small fishes, the boy said, holding up his basket. Jesus smiled. Have the people sit down, he said. And the people sat down in the green grass, the mothers and fathers and boys and girls. Jesus took the 5 barley cakes and the 2 small fishes, and then he thanked God for them. He broke the cakes and the fishes, and he and his disciples passed them to the people. There was enough for everyone. The boy sat down and ate until he couldn't swallow another mouthful. Never had his stomach been so full. Now gather up the leftover cakes and fishes, Jesus told his disciple friends. The boy watched and he counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 baskets of barley cakes and fishes left over. The people were resting on the grass. Mothers and were rocking their babies, and boys and girls were playing quietly. The boy looked up at Jesus. Jesus smiled at him, and the boy smiled back. They were friends. And that is the truth. What a friend we have in Jesus. And Jesus especially cared for the children, especially. So you are very loved by Jesus. And my Sunday school teachers wanted to share that love with me when I was a small child. And I also would like to share that love with you. Now, I have another quick story about a mama's love. And this particular book, um, it comes from Scholastic Books, and it's about a people that live in the far, far north, in the Arctic Circle. They're called the Inuit people, and it's an older tale. Now the Inuit people combine their traditions from old and new. But up here in Alaska, the very, very northern part of Alaska, there are very few towns, very few roads, even because it is so unpopulated up there. But this is a story about a mama's love called Mama, Do You Love Me? Mama, Do You Love Me by Barbara Juice. Mama, do you love me? Yes, I do, dear one. How much? I love you more than a raven loves his treasure. More than a dog loves his tail, and more than a whale loves his. That's a lot of love. How long? I'll love you until the umiak flies. An umiak is the boat that they're in. And that umiak, I'm going to love you until the umiak flies into the darkness, till the stars turn into fish. You can see the pictures of the stars turning into fish, and the puffin howls at the moon. Now that's a long time to love, and that's how long a mama will love her baby. Mama, what if I carried our eggs, our ptarmigan eggs, and I tried to be careful and I tried to walk slowly, but I fell and all the eggs broke? Well, then I would be sorry, but still, I would love you. Now, this one. What if I put salmon in your parka? That's fish in her jacket. Ermine in your mittens. And lemmings in your mucklucks. What if you did all of that? Well, Mama says, then I'd be angry. What if I threw water at our lamp? Well, then, dear one, I would be very angry. But still, I would love you. There they're looking with love. What if I ran away? Well, then I would be worried. What if I ran away and stayed away and sang with the wolves and slept in a cave? Well, then, dear one, I would be very sad, but still, I would love you. What if I turned into a muskox? Well, then I would be surprised. What if I turned into a walrus? Well, then I would be surprised and a little bit scared with those big old tusks that a walrus has. What if I turned into a polar bear and I was the meanest bear you ever saw, and I had sharp and shiny teeth, and I chased you into your tent, and then you cried? Well, then I would be very surprised and very scared, but still, inside the bear, you would be you, and I would love you. I will love you forever and for always because you are my dear one. That is such a lovely story about a mama and how long a mama will love a baby. And it just is a heartwarming thing. So I want to thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope that you can feel how much you are loved by your parents, by your Sunday school teachers, and certainly by Jesus. Have a love-filled week, and until we meet again, I hope you can stay well.